Well, it seems like that Wuthering Waves finally is giving us a new 4-star, everybody. Say hello to Buling. She's finally confirmed coming in the 2.8 update with Chisa together. I talked about this yesterday in my past video, making it now confirmed. Buling and Chisa are coming in the next update. And Buling is actually quite a character I was excited for because I just love her voice actress so much. She's freaking insane in English, in the English version. Adorable, very funny, goofy character. I would love to have her in my team. And of course, she's a 4-star, which brings up the big question. Is she gonna be on the same level like the past 4-stars that we get? And this is something I want to talk about in this video, because let's be real, we did not get a lot of 4-stars yet in Wuthering Waves. We only got 2 actually, which was you in 1.3 and then Lumi in 1.4. And let's be real, both of them were not performing that greatly, but more about that later. First of all, let's check out what they have shared about Buling, because there is something to talk about which actually reveals her element and maybe some more. Let's talk about the artwork first, because this is literally all we got. So if you take a look at Chisa's artwork, somewhat of a world of a difference, right? They have a huge freaking beautiful background. For Buling, it's definitely giving off 4-star energy. But yeah, let's talk about what we can see from this. She's holding somewhat of a exorcism device. We know from the story that she is somewhat of a fortune teller, exorcism kind of girl. And also it says right here in the line, exorcism, talisman, divination, fortune telling, you name it, I bling it. Yeah, that's how she said it in the game. At least one thing is for sure, we're gonna have like somewhat of a memeable, very funny character with her in our character roster when she comes out. I do like her design, to be honest. It's quite simple. Reminds me a lot of Danjin. If you take a look at Danjin, I think design-wise they're very close. So yeah, other than that, she has the Black Shores symbol actually here, so she's also a Black Shores member, confirming it right here. And we do also have another post, if I can pull it up real quick, which is of course the short video, and also some text before I play it. Buling's resonance ability enables her to pick up sounds imperceptible to others and bestows her on exceptional sensitivity to reverberation and frequencies. Oh my god, my English is not that good. She takes off her headphones, listening while holding her breath. Then she starts murmuring and tapping her thumb against her fingers. In answer, thunder crashes and lightning flashes, and all evils are repelled. Guys, I think we do have the confirmation that she is Electro. She's gonna be a 4-star Electro unit, but I do have quite the feeling that she is a support. Talking about like all this exorcism stuff that she, you know, she's about fortune telling, which sounds like so much like a support unit. That's just my speculation, of course. But other than that, let's watch the video real quick, which should have some music as well. Oh, that's her compass that we actually used in the story. There it is. Very nice. Yeah, we also see like the device that we actually used in one of the quest lines. This device was like for picking up frequencies or something like that. It was actually being used quite a lot in the quest. I think with the other tweet we have a bit more information. Let me read this too. Buling is a Black Shores consultant, known as the spirit chaser Taoist, who wanders far and wide investigating and sharing the strange, mysterious. She is a master of fortune telling, feng shui, and other arts of divination. To cover the expenses in her travels, she sells talismans and offers her divination services, which she thinks of as a sort of guidance for those in need. So yeah, I think this pretty much like confirms it, guys. I think she's a support. Like it says right there, giving her guidance for those in need. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information that we got. I think she's gonna be a support and an electro unit. That's just from the information that we got. Let me know if you also agree with this speculation. Other than that, I actually wanted to talk a bit about the 4-star situations, because a lot of people are quite splitted about 4-stars. Every time we talk about them, but then people are like, we don't need 4-stars. Most of them are just not that great. I would argue that some of the best characters are 4-stars, like Sanha, Mortefi now being one of the most used characters in some of the teams. Baiji also very useful. But then again, we got them like when the game came out, right? This was the 1.0 cast that's up here. And the new characters we got were just really underperforming. But let's be real, Yuhu is not being used. Lumi, very unpopular, and you can see just on Prideven, which I'm not a fan of tier list in this game since the game is quite balanced, let's be real. You can defeat with Yuhu hologram 6 difficulties, we've seen it. Other than that, it's like, yeah, they're just quite underperforming, let's be real. So I do hope with Buling that she is finally gonna be a character maybe that's maybe on the level of Baiji if she's a support, maybe she's a healer, maybe she can buff people, maybe she can tell you your future if she's fortune telling, or she can exorcise monsters or echoes. I don't know what she's gonna do. It really comes down to her performance, but other than that, I think I just love her design. I love that she's funny, so if we don't get like a super meta unit here, which might be the case or not, let's see, but at least we get like somebody with funny voice lines, quite a cute design, and I think people really like her. She's just one of the most memed on characters in this game. And if she's really electro, like they say it here, the thunder crashes and lightning flashes, then maybe she might be a electro buffer. Or who knows, maybe Buling is gonna be a support for Chisa. I think a lot of people just don't like having 4 stars, since that means most of the time that we get 1 5-star less. In my opinion, I quite like 4 stars. It also means now that we're gonna get a new 4-star to the standard banner. So if you have been saving up your blue balls for the standard banner, then you now have finally a new character that you would get out of these standard pulls. That's pretty much it, guys. You can let me know in the comments what your all thoughts about this whole situation. Do you like Buling? Are you ready for all the Haya memes, the bling it memes? Let me know in the comments, and I appreciate you all, as always, for watching. Subscribe for more Wuthering Waves, and I see you all in the next one. Bye.